Calia or Calia. Bile is also known as gall, is a bitter, yellow, or green water-soluble fluid secreted by the liver. It is drained through many bile ducts, right and left hepatic ducts, and passes through the common hepatic duct, where the right and left hepatic ducts join to form a single duct. Again, this common hepatic duct joins with the cystic duct, comes from the gallbladder to form the common bile duct. The common bile duct again joins with the pancreatic duct and is connected to the duodenum, intestine, part of the stomach. There is a valve called the sphincter of Oddi at this duct junction, which closes and opens so that the bile is allowed into the gallbladder for storage or discharge into the intestine, duodenum, to facilitate digestion and excrete waste. The gallbladder, also called cholecystic, is a pear-shaped organ and its color is dark green due to its bile content. There is a theory of psychology called four temperaments, which is based on the ancient concept of four humors. It is considered obsolete now. The ancient four humor theory was developed by the Greek doctor Hippocrates, 460 to 370 BC, who believed that certain human behaviors were caused by body fluids, humors, blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm. Kapha is one of the three Ayurvedic classifications for treatment, and it refers to water, liquid, or phlegm. Thus, the fluids considered are blood from the liver, yellow bile from the spleen, black bile from the gallbladder, and phlegm from the brain or lungs. Excessive yellow bile, known as choler in Latin, in the body creates an aggressive temperament and is the origin of the words bilious and choleric. Excessive black bile that creates depression and other mental illnesses is called melancholia and is the origin of the word melancholy. Melancholia, known as Calia, connects to the black bile associated with the gallbladder, termed Calia, the snake subdued by Krishna in his youth. This relates back to the liver as the gallbladder stores the bile produced by the liver. Some equate black bile, mythical bile, to the secretions of the adrenal gland, which is not correct. Of course, the secretions of the adrenal gland also affect the moods of a person and play a role in the balancing act. Balancing is termed as thulam, weighing scale, in Tamil, and is closely associated with the plant tulasi. The Vishnu Purana contains the story of the humbling of Calia, the great snake, at the hands of Krishna. Calia lived in the river Yamuna and poisoned the water by spitting poison into it. Only one kadamba tree survived on its banks. All others perished because of the poison. Earlier, the snake was living in the ocean, liver, and was defeated by Garuda. The snake then fled to the Yamuna, gallbladder. Yamuna is the river and refers to a humor, and started living there, fearing the Garuda. Calia is the bile or gall secreted by the liver, drained or passed through the various ducts, kadamba or kadamba tree, into the gallbladder for storage. Garuda refers to the secretions of liver, which are called hormones. The picture of a gallbladder along with the liver resembles a tree with no leaves but with a single fruit or flower. It must be a fruit which can be compared to the contents of the gallbladder. Kadamba tree is a polished tree with lots of knotted joints referring to the various nodes and junctions of various ducts: hepatic duct, common hepatic duct, cystic duct, common bile duct, and pancreatic duct. There exist lots of spiral valves at cystic ducts which control the inflow and outflow of bile at the gallbladder. The bile at the time of secretions is not so concentrated, but at the gallbladder it is concentrated since the water contents are reduced. We have seen Yamuna in the story of Vaivastha Manu, which relates to embryonic eye development. In that story, Yamuna refers to a humor, and the same is applicable here also. Yamuna is the twin sister of Yama, who represents heart and blood. As we know, the bile must be discharged in the duodenum to facilitate digestion and excrete waste. Krishna decided to kill the snake and jumped into the Yamuna river. The liver is used to control the flow of bile into the gallbladder or into the duodenum. He fought with the snake, stood on its hood, and made his mark on it. Whenever Krishna stamped on the hood, Calia vomited blood. Anatomically, the gallbladder lies below the liver and it is pressed by it. Calia and his wife pleaded with Krishna to save his life and Krishna conceded. Calia agreed to move out of Yamuna and go into the ocean or duodenum. Anthocephalus kadamba or Anthocephalus chinensis or Neolamarchia kadamba tree, commonly called the kadamba tree, is the tree mentioned in the story of Calia. The tree is an evergreen tropical. Dark green is the color of the gallbladder. Flowers are red and orange in color and globe-like. The fruit is a fleshy capsule containing around 8,000 seeds closely packed inside. At times, the concentrated bile inside the gallbladder may turn into a stone-like formation that causes severe pain when it moves. The seeds are equated to stones. Another plant is Kadamba Beda. Mitrajana pavifolia rocks guns related to this name. Balrama is the elder brother of Krishna. His weapon is a plough. Once Balrama was at Gokula, Kidney. He saw wine coming out of a kadamba tree, drank a lot, and lost control of his senses. In a drunken mood, he asked River Yamuna to change a course and come to Gokula, Kidney, to take a bath in the river. Yamuna ignored him, but Balrama took his weapon plough, grasped her, and pulled her towards him. Because of this, the course of the river changed. Yamuna asked for his forgiveness, which was granted. Balrama also had a bath in the river Yamuna. Lakshmi gave him a garland of lotuses and 2 pieces of blue clothing. Lakshmi represents the female procreative organs. Balrama is related to the clitoris, and this is why Lakshmi gave gifts to Balrama. Blue clothing refers to the blue ball situation where the blood is starved for oxygen at times of sexual stimulation or orgasm. At this place, Balram must refer to the biliary tract, which runs from the liver to the duodenum, or it must refer to the pancreas. The bile, whether it flows directly from the liver, wine of kadamba tree, or flows from the gallbladder storage, Yamuna, it must pass to the biliary tract. The junction of the common bile duct and the pancreatic duct resembles a plough, which controls the flow of bile into the duodenum and is the weapon of Balram. The bile moves into the duodenum directly or from the storage at the gallbladder. Balram drinking and calling the Yamuna refers to bile flowing from the storage. Balram returned to Dwaraka from Gokula. Dwaraka consists of Dwara plus Ka, where Dwara means whole in Tamil and Ka or Ga means go as opposed to Ra, which means come. Thus, Dwaraka means an outlet which must be the genitalia, especially female genitals, since Balram is related to clitoris and is the brother of Krishna, who is known for kidneys, urine. Balram is married to Revati, daughter of Raivada. Balram and Revati had 2 sons named Nishada and Ulmukha. Is it Ul or Ut? Ulmukha is face of an owl. Utmukha is face of a camel. Revati is also one of the 27 daughters of Daksha, who is married to Chandra. Being the 27th star, Revati is positioned just before the new moon day. Lunar cycle is equal to menstrual cycle, which is considered as the day of menstruation. Thus, the physiological activities of that day are connected to Balrama, who stands for some of the organs such as clitoris, pancreas, etc. The pancreas is a gland in the digestive and endocrine system of the human body. The gland is called exocrine and endocrine. It is exocrine since it secretes pancreatic juices containing digestive enzymes. It is endocrine since it secretes hormones like insulin, glucagon, and somatostatin. Does the relationship to Balram refer to stomach cramps during menstruation?